When stars come out and skies turn deep, it's time for hearts to softly keep the love of God, both big and small, to share with others, one and all. Be kind to friends, both near and far. God sees your heart just where you are. A smile, a hurt, a hug, a gentle word can spread His love through all the world. Your God loves hearts that shine, not stun. Show tenderness, that's all, not stun. The quiet ones who help, not stun. Show tenderness that shine, not there. When someone stumbles, who help with care.
Shelly's leap of faith, trusting the divine current.
Shelly the shrimp lived in a cozy coral cave, but fear kept her from exploring the vast ocean. Every day, she watched other sea creatures venture out, wishing she could join them. But the open sea felt too big, too unpredictable, and too scary. One day, Elder Kai, the wise old sea turtle, visited Shelly's cave. He sensed her fear and offered gentle words of wisdom. The maker of the ocean controls the current. Little one. Shelly listened intently, her heart filled with a tiny spark of hope. Shelly tried to understand. But what if the current takes me somewhere dangerous? She asked, her voice trembling. Elder Kai smiled gently. Trust in the maker of the ocean, he will guide you safely. That very afternoon, a strong current surged through the reef, unlike anything Shelly had ever felt. Panic welled up inside her as she clung desperately to a piece of coral. The cave was no longer safe. Remembering Elder Kai's words, Shelly took a deep breath. She loosened her grip and allowed the current to take her. It was terrifying, but she held on to the turtle's wisdom. The current swirled and tossed her, taking her farther and farther from her familiar cave. Shelly felt lost and afraid, but she kept reminding herself to trust the maker of the ocean. As she tumbled through the water, Shelly spotted a familiar shape ahead. It was Elder Kai. He swam gracefully alongside her, his eyes filled with reassurance. Trust the current, little one, Elder Kai said calmly. It is taking you where you need to be. Shelly took courage from his words and tried to relax. The journey was long and tiring, but Shelly focused on Elder Kai's peaceful presence. She began to notice the beauty around her, glowing jellyfish and colorful schools of fish. Finally, the current began to slow. Shelly and Elder Kai found themselves in a new reef, more vibrant and abundant than anything Shelly had ever seen. The new reef was teeming with delicious food. Shelly had never seen so many tasty morsels. Her stomach rumbled with excitement. Shelly also met other shrimp and sea creatures, who welcomed her with open arms. She made new friends instantly, and felt a sense of belonging she had never known before. Days turned into weeks, and Shelly thrived in her new home. She explored the reef, ate delicious food, and spent time with her new friends. One evening, as Shelly watched the sunset with her friends, she thought about her old cave. She realized that fear had kept her from experiencing so much joy. Shelly understood that trusting the maker of the ocean meant letting go of her fears and embracing the unknown. It was a lesson she would never forget. She swam back to find Elder Kai. "Thank you," she said, "for teaching me to trust the current and the one who controls it." Elder Kai nodded wisely. The Maker's plans are always better than our fears. Shelly, always. From that day forward, Shelly embraced every current and every challenge with courage and trust. She knew she was never alone. And every time she felt scared, she remembered Elder Kai's words and whispered a prayer, trusting in the Maker of the ocean. She knew that no matter where the current took her, she was always safe in the Maker's loving hands. And so Shelly the shrimp lived a life full of adventure, friendship, and unwavering faith, all because she learned to trust the current. And now, every time the current changes in your life, remember Shelly and Elder Kai. Trust in the one who guides the current. He has a plan for you that is far greater than you can imagine. Remember, even when the current seems scary, the Maker of the ocean is always with you, guiding you safely to your destination. So embrace the currents of life with faith and joy, knowing that you are always held in the loving hands of the Maker.